everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue and I am back for another review. This review is Mary Mary's review. You guys will get Scandal this weekend, so don't trip. It'll be up probably by Saturday or Sunday. I'll do my best, but it'll definitely be up before Monday just so everybody can chill. Yes, and R.I.P. to Brother James. Alright. We gonna get into Scandal for the Scandal video, y'all. But I was in this bitch balling when Cyrus broke down. Oh my God. Oh my God. Alright. Anyway, so let's get into it. Mitchell Soleric, okay, meets with the Marys. And as we know, this entire season has basically been, we hate Mitchell. We hate Mitchell. Okay? Like, that's just how it's been so far. Mitchell has been like, I have done all of this for you. And you don't appreciate any of it. Okay, that's how Mitchell feels. So when they met at the beginning of the episode, he told them that because they weren't happy and because he's feeling some type of way, he will get somebody else to handle their day-to-day. They can either do that, or we can, you can have somebody else in the team, or we can get you somebody new, basically, in order to make them happy. That's what Mitch, suggests. They say they're going to think about it, but Tina doesn't want to do that. And it's very obvious that Tina is over Mitch. She's over being managed by Mitch and his company. Erica is being passive aggressive with it, but I feel like she's through too. But I feel like she feels some type of loyalty to Mitch, so she keeps wanting to give him chance after chance. But I feel like if you're going to keep testing somebody, why don't you let them know that you're testing them so they can not fuck up on the test, okay? Because he told them that his daughter had a recital and he had to be there, okay? Mitch has 3 kids, and for once, he had to be there for one of his kids. And they were pissed. They had a problem with that. And here's my problem. We can go through the past seasons and see how many times Tina and Erica have said no to a job, or not shown up, or been late, or whatever the situation has been because of their family situation, especially Tina. Especially Tina. Your family comes first. That's what you're always saying. If you ask me, I think you knew Teddy was cheating on you before somebody told you, because you just always had this thing about having to be there for your family, like you didn't know what being in Mary would be like. You should have known. Why would you keep having kid after kid after kid after kid just to make yourself feel bad about not being home, or trying to fix the problem at home, just making sure y'all got more kids, so it's more people from y'all too, so it's more love. And I get that, but at the same time it comes off like you were doing it to keep him from leaving, or to keep him from doing whatever it is that you might have thought he was doing, but it didn't work. Okay, this episode was just so awkward. The situation with Tina and Teddy is so awkward. And even though she says he's trying to win her back, he says he's trying to win her back, he wants to do whatever he can to win her back, I don't know. I don't want to speak on people's marriage that I'm not in. But from the outside looking in, his nonchalant attitude makes me feel like, yeah, I got caught, so my tail is between my legs and I don't want to lose my family. But at the same time, I'm not about to stop fucking. And I don't think she knows as of this point in the season, but we already know that it was multiple, and as he said, countless affairs. Countless. Word. Oh my God. No. Divorce. Bye. Child support for all 5. Thank you. Like, seriously? Countless? Are you kidding me? No. That's why you should have stabbed him. You should have stabbed him. You should have stabbed him, and then you should have had, you should have stabbed him in a place where he wouldn't have died, then had somebody that come all over and fix him up. But you better not call the fucking police. Because if this shit hits the airways, I'm going to fuck you up even more. I'm sorry, but that's how I would have been if I was Tina. Anyway, so Erica has her meeting with Mitch alone, because the last time they met, it was a screaming match. And she was upset that he screamed at her. And I was having this conversation with a couple of people on Twitter. I don't feel like it was that big of a deal. Because I feel like it's not like you don't know Mitch. It's not like he's a stranger. You know what I mean? You know how it is when somebody be pissed off. And I don't feel like he was yelling to be aggressive towards her. I think he was queening out. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think Mitch is gay. Okay, but I'm just saying he was just having a moment where he was just, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? He was about to pass out, okay? He was going off. He was drinking. His nerves was bad. And he was just acting like an old white lady when he went off about it. And I'm not exactly feeling like he's being professional. I don't think he's being professional at all. You're supposed to suck that shit up. But I also feel like there's a level of comfort between them, because they go off on him and talk to him how they want to, and then he does it back, and it's been going on for all these years. So now all of a sudden we want to get in our feelings when Mitch hollers, okay? Because Warren the Saber-Tooth Tiger, okay, is now wanting to whip Mitchell's ass because he yelled at his wife. And I just want to say, you don't have to yell at somebody in order to disrespect them. Because I don't know if you know, last episode, Twitter was in an uproar, hashtag Mary Mary, about the way Warren talked to Erica about telling... about Tina and Teddy's situation being public and how that would affect her single. And then he also kind of had went off on her about letting some of her gospel friends hear her new single. And the way he talked to her, you don't have to yell at somebody to degrade them or make them feel like shit about themselves. You don't have to yell. I promise you, I can tell you off right and proper in a whisper. In a whisper. I can get in your feelings in a fucking whisper. I promise you, okay? So it just kills me the way he was making such a big deal about it. Like, I understand you want to defend your wife, and I also feel like Erica's passive aggressiveness, which is, I'm going to do you dirty on the slick. I'm not going to tell you about it. I'm going to prolong the situation, and when I do tell you about it, I'm going to act as if how dare you have the audacity to be upset? You have no right to be upset. You have no right to have any feelings whatsoever. And she did say she understood that he was upset, and I do agree that, Mitchell, you need to do all of that screaming and hollering when you get home. You say yes, you say I understand, and you go home, you get your jack on the table, and you have a fucking girls' night in, okay? You just do what you have to do. But you don't sit up there and go back and forth with the client. But I also feel like I said, there's a level of comfort in their relationship where he feels like, and I know what this is like, when you've kind of formed somewhat of a friendship with the people that you work for, and they've heard you go off about other things, about other people, so it's not exactly like they've never heard you go off before. You know what I mean? I think he just felt that their relationship was in a place where he could have done that. And when, they sit down to talk, Erica tells him he needs to start meeting with her My Block team and her manager for her solo career, Keith Sweat. I don't know what his real name is. I think his name is Keith something or other. But Mitch was like, I don't want to meet with him. I will meet with your My Block team. I will correspond. But I'm not in a place where I can do that right now. And I was like, Mitch, all of this Mitch assness, is it really necessary, Mitch? Just meet with the manager, Mitch. At the end of the day, you're trying to hold on to your job. Okay, so you're going to have to do what you got to do to hold on to your job. And if that means meeting with Erica Campbell's new manager, well, by gosh, just do it. I don't understand what the big deal was. But Mitch was not about to do that, and that pissed Erica off. So she went and told Warren that he hollered at her. And Warren was like, oh, I'm going to have a little talk with Mr. Mitchell Solaric, because nobody is going to yell at my wife. So when Mitch came over there to sit down and have to talk with him about what was going to be going on with Mary Mary and how that would correspond with Erica Campbell, he takes his glasses off, and instead of excusing the other people that were in the room, he proceeds to have this conversation with Mitch where he basically threatens Mitch in front of people. And I felt like that was way more uncalled for than him screaming at her the way he did. I really feel like that was way more uncalled for. It was really out of the box. As a businessman, if you're going to start threatening people, you need to, in every movie I've ever seen, whenever some like boss is about to start going off on people, the only people that are in the room are the hired guns. And since you don't have any hired guns, everybody else should have been exiting the damn office. It was just ridiculous. I wasn't here for it, but Mitch just sat there and he told Mitch, he was like, I don't let nobody yell at my wife. I don't let the daddy yell at my wife, okay? Because I don't want anybody yelling at my wife. So if you yell at my wife again, it's going to be a situation. It's going to be a problem. Do we have an understanding? Because last time I checked, you have 3 kids, not 4, and you hollered at my wife like she was one of your kids. Don't do it again. Do we have an understanding, Mitchell? I don't know, do we have an understanding, Mitchell? Yes, we have an understanding. Mitch is on the inside like, ain't this about a some of my bitch? If I was Mitch, as soon as that line of questioning started, I'd have been like, all right, then that's all you need from me, right? Or all right, then I'm out. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't about to sit in here and threaten me about what goes on between me and Erica Campbell, because what did you tell me? What did you tell me? Oh, I don't have to tell you. Just like you know, remember Warren said, oh, I don't have to tell you about what I'm doing. I don't have to tell you. So why the fuck should Mitch have to tell you what he doing? Y'all always want to dip between this personal and business shit, but then want to always yell out, it's just business. Like, you gonna tell Erica at the end of the episode that you're not working with him anymore, and she needs to fire Mitch. Now, to me, that honestly seems personal more so than business, because if y'all going off of a couple of people saying, hey, we tried to get in contact with y'all and Mitch didn't relay the message, am I the only person that feels like y'all don't have personal assistants for this shit too? Is he the only person receiving phone calls on y'all behalf? If that's the case, I can understand why some people don't get callbacks. But y'all, after they had their concert in the rain and the little girl sang, y'all, Krista sang, it was so cute. She was doing it. I was like, oh, look at the jaws. It was so sweet. After she sang, one of their homegirls, Melanie, has a lot of corporate contacts, and she wanted them to come and be at like a vendor situation where there were like a whole bunch of Fortune 200 companies there, and they would be there to, like, you know, meet these people. So if they wanted to make deals with Mary, then they would be accessible to them. But Mitchell Solaric never called her back. Okay, now they instantly get pissed off about it, and it's Mitch's fault. We instantly know it's Mitch. It's Mitch. Okay, and I understand your aggravation with that, but what if y'all had something else to do that y'all really wanted to do that was more important during those dates, and that's why they didn't get a call back? You know what I'm saying? But I like I still say, their relationship is over at this point, and they really need to just get another manager, because I feel like Mitch does this because he gets in his feelings about things. So he's like, okay, since y'all gonna treat me like shit, fuck y'all. I'm not gonna. He do little slick shit. You know what I'm saying? Not like inadvertently going off. You know what I'm saying? Not in your face going off all the time. But okay, you want to treat me like shit, I'm going to take it. We're going to have this conversation. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to leave the table. You're going to be sitting there a little mad because I just walked away. But when I get back to the office and somebody calls me about you, I'm going to ignore that phone call and then take the next one. Like, that's basically what I feel like Mitch has been doing. And, you know, it's about time for them to just, you know, separate the shit all together. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of dealing with it. I'm tired of the negative energy every time they're around each other. I'm just over it, okay? I'm over it. So, what I want to talk about, okay, so the Marys went to visit a little girl that has a disease where she has no control over her muscles. She can't talk, she can't walk, and every time she hears God and me, it calms her. And she's like, you know, she's stressed all the time. She can't relax because she has no control of her muscles. And when the little girl was sitting there, she just kept moving and moving and moving. When they started singing the song to her, she just kind of slowed down. And I was like, oh, music is so very special. So special. And I want to tell y'all, too, that every time that song come on, I be like, you know, like when it first come on, that, you know, that drum beat, you be like, yeah. Okay? Okay? Look, I'm just saying. Y'all go off. Like, there ain't no bullshit about it. The Marys are everything. But y'all really gotta I hope that when y'all watch this season, y'all see what other people see and see what Mitch saw. You know, may have how it came off to people, how y'all treated him, because it don't come off like y'all be fair to him at all. It really don't. But at the same time, it comes off like he be acting like a Mitch. So, fair game, I guess. Like I said, Tina and Teddy's situation is so very, very, very uncomfortable to watch. He went to her mama and asked her mom what to do. You know what I'm saying? Because he can feel that there's still like this big wall up between them. And the mom's response was, you have to love her. And then when you done gave her all of that love, you gotta love her some more. Are you really ready? Are you really trying to do this? Are you really trying to get her back? Then you have to let her know that you would do anything. Anything. Deal with anything. This means that you have to do extra. You have to be extra nice. All those little small things she like, do that shit every fucking day. Okay? Take her out to the show. Take her out to dinner. Basically, you about to go broke fixing shit just so she can feel love. The stuff that you normally do every once in a while to make her feel like you love her, you now have to do damn near every week or every other day because you fucked up the trust system. Okay, you fucked it up, Teddy. So now you have to do that. You have to go that extra mile. So when she was getting ready for her show, she in her room doing her crunches, trying to get back in shape. You know, everybody on that right now. So I feel you. And he comes in with flowers and surprises her, and she's so happy. She screams for like 5 minutes. And yo, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's just so awkward because I don't know if I would be that happy to see this motherfucker at this time. Like, I understand that you're glad to see him so you don't have to worry about him cheating on you. But at the same time, man, it just, I don't know. That would have been hard for me. That would have been a very difficult situation. Very, 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 very difficult. I would still be in my mad, you better not talk to me, fuck you stage, me, personally. I be doing all kind of wrong shit. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? They're in a marriage. They got to work it out. They got to fix it. There's a level of, doing the right thing, that morality that they're supposed to have within that marriage. But I personally feel like once this dude, but she don't even know he didn't have the multiple affairs, and that's what's gonna happen next episode. And then the daddy got sick with cancer, y'all. They had a rough year. It was a rough year for the marriage. So I'm not gonna go too hard on them. I'm really not. It's not my, intention. But I gotta call y'all when you do some stuff. And I'm gonna need for y'all to remember that y'all ain't always on time. Y'all don't always show up for shit, and y'all definitely don't always say yes to the jobs. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all remember that job that they could have made like that extra 100,000 on or something like that? And because Tina didn't want to go, they didn't go or something like that. Like, do y'all remember that? I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like, don't act like it ain't happened before. But yeah, y'all. I think that was basically all that I wanted to talk about, all that happened this episode. It was a good episode, I believe. Can't wait for next week's episode. I hope you all enjoyed this Mary review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my scandal video. And there will be a special Ish Talking video this week. So get ready for that. Peace out.